You know, for a city that runs exclusively on power moons, you think that they would have, I don't know, found a way to harness this energy just a little more effectively, right? Well, what do I know? Welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey. My name is Ellison, and last time we saved the city from a lackluster festival. And despite the many moons we have in our possession, we still only have enough fuel to make it to one of these two kingdoms. And considering our current attire, I thought we deserve a little bit of fun in the Sun No Kingdom. Let's do it. A splendid idea indeed. So long, New Donk City. It's been real, but don't call on me the next time there is a disaster because I just don't think I have it in me. 236 moons, man. That feels a little excessive for only being roughly halfway through the game. But I mean, out of the 880, what is that, 35%? I'm not good at math. I just know it's a little over a third. Well, that festival was amazingly energetic, and let's keep that energy as we keep up the chase. Yeah. Now, as far as our recycled information is concerned, we've got the wall jump. If there's any opportunity that Nintendo can take to rehash old ideas and abilities, they will indeed shove those down our throat. Now, according to this brochure, the Snow Kingdom, it looks cold. Wow, alert the media. And the races in town seem to be quite popular. The prize is a frosted cake. Well, hopefully the frosting to cake ratio is on point because nobody likes an overfrosted cake. And hopefully it's not gluten-free. Give me those eggs, give me that sugar, and most importantly, give me that ice cream. Welcome to Shiveria, I suppose. Would have been nice to see something, but it sure is blizzarding out here, and in all honesty, there isn't really a whole lot to do while the storm is a-raging, so we can probably head straight to our next objective, because a lot of this area is frozen off, so it's not even really worth exploring, and if you decide to dip your toes into the hypothermic ice water, then be prepared to jump out, because it hurts, and you will probably lose a couple of phalanges in the process. We also have these snowflake coins, which are kind of cute. There's not too many of them. And you know, there is actually, I think, one thing we can do right up here. So if you get out of the water fast enough, you will be able to avoid any permanent damage. But I think if we go in this direction, we'll be able to help out an old friend of ours from being frozen to death today. No, here we go. Oh yeah. How's it go? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to, Toad. This is a rescue operation gone awry. So it was so cold he had to find shelter, and then he got buried under the avalanche. Oh no. Well, I guess we're taking his only source of heat and shelter and just taking it from him. He sure is chilly. Oh, that little freeze frame was so adorable. Oh my goodness. But I don't think it's really worth it to explore anything else around here. So Captain Toad is the only one that gets our affection and attention today. So I think we could probably just long jump. No? Here we go. Yeah. Getting that movement down pat. So we're above the ice well. And something you'll notice about this area is there's a ton of snow that you can just get rid of. And it's so satisfying. It's like the digital equivalent of popping bubble wrap. Or, I guess, playing Power Wash Simulator, but that might just be me. You can also use Cappy to get rid of a lot of it. And sometimes it just has, like, really wonky, like, physics, but let's step down and meet the citizens of Shiveria Town. Oh, yeah. This place, I am very mixed on, because we'll get into it, but over here we have hint art. Oh, depicting the one and only Tropical Wiggler and Poochie. I guess we're gonna have to deal with that at some point. But this music, it feels, again, Nintendo adjacent. It sounds like something you would hear, like, in a Disneyland gift shop. At least they have an immaculately stacked tower of cardboard boxes, and just like in my heyday at Safeway, you can use my butt to break all the cardboard down and throw it in the baler. Oh, and there's someone's hard-earned cash over here. So, I guess these folks are called Chevarians, or however you want to pronounce it. And they seemed not very impressed about my lack of clothing. We don't have nearly enough snowflakes to make any purchases for souvenirs, but yes, this mustache, it does keep me nice and toasty. Let's see what the problem of this fine establishment is. So Bowser stole the racing prize, the Frosted Cake. I mean, you look at it, and it's a thing of beauty. Like, that is an immaculately created work of art, so it makes really no surprise that Bowser would steal it. If that weren't bad enough, he blocked the entrance to the race course, their only source of income and revenue. So he really did kind of do the worst here, didn't he? Well, there's more to this room than meets the eye, but if we head into each of these, I think 4 rooms, we should be able to unlock the way to the race course, starting with the Icicle Cavern. As you could have imagined, the name sort of speaks for itself, and a bunch of icicles will typically try to fall on your head if you're not careful. We also have some incredibly festive Goombas, and you just want to avoid getting squished. I don't know why they cast shadows, it doesn't really seem to make much sense, but hey, at least we've got our company-issued slip-resistant shoes. We are following protocol to a T, and with the weight of 4 small Goombas and 1 medium-sized Italian plumber taking possession of all of them, we can open this mysterious ice wall, and it reveals a moon. Hell yeah, brother. We are the ice-dodgingest of all Goomba stacks. Great. And I think they might want us to take this to the very end. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure you could probably just like long jump over there. Doesn't seem like it's that difficult, but how much you want to bet there's probably a couple of purple snowflakes up there. Just take as many coins as we can possibly get. And wish we had longer legs, damn it. This is our one true downfall. But hey, at least we're enriching our lives and the ones of these Goombas that now have a community upon each other's heads. And I'm pretty sure I could probably just reach these just by wall jumping normally. Here, you can help. Thank you. As far as other things are concerned, oh right, so we have to put these here. I remember. Well, what if, this being the last one, I just did something stupid. Oh, I am going to hell. And if this isn't it, then I don't know what to tell you. But I notice there's a couple shadows here. This must be for something good, right? For our wallets? Yes, the ones that I have in my swim trunks. Yeah, there we go. But as you could imagine, this area is fairly short, and aside from those 4 areas and, you know, a few things along the surface, there really isn't too much to this place. And I actually kind of like it as far as ice levels are concerned. It is a lot better than what they did in the Sand Kingdom, in my opinion. Mostly because it wasn't like, you know, half-baked and stuff like that, no pun intended. I don't know why I just randomly started sliding there either. Sometimes the wall jumping's a little iffy, but if we drop down gently, then here we go. Slip slide our way to victory. Ooh. You got a moon. Oh, thank you. And wouldn't you know it, we've got ourselves just a few more of those to take care of, as long as I don't slip off the top of that. But yeah, what gave you that idea? We have 15. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll do another one. This one looks like it's going outside. And this will take us to the Hollow Crevasse. Not bad, where we can immediately be introduced to the novel concept of Bite Frost. These guys don't really pose much of a threat so long as you don't let them take a bite out of you as if you've committed some type of minor misdemeanor. But they're usually used to help you get to higher places, which is very handy and is definitely warranted so long as you time that jump just right. But they also seem to be guarding the easiest Moonshard challenge to date. So good for them, I guess. Action Jackson shot for Mr. Mario. Got more of these coins while everybody fights to try to elevate our game. Thank you. So you do kind of have to do a little bit of platforming with them, but it's otherwise pretty standard fare. And like with these, there we go. Ooh, that timing. So if I do this, oh geez, ice physics still, and then, yeah. So we have a little ledge here that we can admire our incredible leg physics with. Like, look at it. Why do we have jiggly leg physics? Anyways, there's a secret moon. And we'll go and take the treasure in the ice wall. Nice. So we'll go over here, make sure we do not miss, and call it good. Excellent animation, just wish they didn't show it to us so often. But that should bring us about halfway there, which is good, right? Under normal circumstances. There were 4 barriers, so now, yes, we can do math. Now, out of these two, I believe this door on the right will take us to a fight with our old friend Rango once again. And personally, as much as I would like a rematch with that asshole, we have more interesting things here to do in the Wind Chill Cavern. We have Typhoos, which are simply going to continually blow each other, and otherwise just kind of not really pose much of a threat. This is one we are going to have to commandeer, though. Ooh. And push this lovely little stepping area out of the way. If you want to, and if you're good enough, I feel like there's probably a specific setup you could do here. But there is an X on this arched doorway, and I guess maybe if we just, like, did something like that. Ooh, hi, hold on. Here we go. Never mind. I think normally you would have to take that guy and bring him clear over here. And Mario's, like, looking at it. He's like, ooh, my feet are tingling. But there's your secret power moon. Wow. Atop a blustery arch. There's also a ton of spinies here, which kind of worries me. So we can't do anything about them. They're just... I mean, you can knock them into the dirty Kool-Aid, but the game does actually force you to murder them all here. So we can blow them real quick and get ourselves the power moon. Genocide of all spinies is now a requirement here in the Snow Kingdom. But we can grab this. And the developer intended way is simply to go and blow this right there and then step up, but that's for schmucks and plebeies. Oh, can I grab some of these? God, and this design is like so bizarre because from the back it just looks like a vanillite or just like, you know, something delicious and diabetes inducing, but then you turn it around and it's like, hello. Anyways, there's just a couple of coins here. All right, sorry to waste your time. I was just curious and I didn't think to look there first. Yeah, I feel bad for these guys. They're just have to suffer a life of indentured servitude just to, I don't know, forever blow freaking wooden step stools next to each other. I thought there might have been more around here, but obviously not the case. I also wanted to put off watching that animation over and over and over. But only one plate remains, and then we can go home. We no longer have to worry about Diet Kool-Aid, and our last barrier is a showdown with the Brew Dolls once again. And we do get to go back out, which is nice. Give ourselves a concussion. Let's explore the Snowy Mountain, complete with our favorite digital bubble wrap. Good God, this stuff is just like, you know it's freezing his balls off, but it's hiding some secrets apparently, in the form of singular coins, which is great. So, oh, I was gonna say surely something might be more precious down there, but we have posts here that are apparently blocking air. Interesting. It's coming out in like a cyclonic fashion. I don't know. But like when you see snow that is just like stacked up like this, when it falls, it really just does not look good. Like the Switch 2 made no effort to improve any of this. I mean, respectfully speaking, but it's giving PS1, if I can be candid with you. But spinning into these cyclones is usually a pretty good way of getting up fairly consistently. And something you might have noticed, if you were a true snow powder enthusiast, you would have noticed this little hole in the ground as we're eating all of this delicious snow. You know, that's right, we've got ourselves a hidden moon behind the Snowy Mountain. Also, thank you. I thought it went too far off the edge. That would have been terrible. I'll go hop back up here, and that's just where we started, I think. So let's keep on going up. The battlefield is directly above us anyway, so we might as well give it a shot. Oh, hi, thank you. All right, Rango, give me your worst. God, I love that theme song, though. What'd you just call me? Yeah, I know. You don't have to do the whole weird dancing phalanges thing. But if you did have to go for the best cake, the frosted one was probably the way to go. Well, this time he's got 2 hats, which is not very fun, but you only need to get one of them in order to escape. And the thing that kind of sucks about this fight is he has ice physics on his side. So, don't like that. But if you're good enough, maybe... Oh, geez. Not do that. Okay, he has different patterns. Oh, geez. And they're kind of like next to each other. I see. Yeah, I suck at this phase just because of the ice physics. And they're basically as bad as you would think. But we'll go and do that. And then escaping from him, there's got to be a trick to this. Because you can only, like, go out of your way so much. So maybe just staying in the sky most of the time. Sheesh, brother. All right, what do you got? Ooh, geez. Thank you. Come on. Get him right on his head. Whew. Man, ice physics really does make everything a lot harder. God, I feel my voice like escaping me. Can I just be like done with this not speaking phase of my life? Well, apparently this is all we needed to do to save the Shivarians from their eternal boredom of having to live in a very icy place. Let's head down here and we can head directly to the race course, but there is one other thing I would like to do. So, is it you, my friend? Am I here for the races? I don't know. I might be, but I also might need to step in here for a moment and check something out. Because we have quite a few cozy, comfy looking shopkeepes. Welcome, mustached friend. I will go and purchase your finest Power Moon, please. And that'll be it, apparently. Well, we went shopping in Shiveria, we contributed to the local economy, and now we can do the same with their local currency. So we can purchase the Snow Hood, a down hood that keeps you cold from making you bitter. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put it on, why not? And we've also got the snowsuit. After decades of ice levels, finally a good warm jacket. And this thing looks comfy as hell. It looks like it came straight out of like the flagship store in Tokyo from Uniqlo. And you could also buy a couple of these other things. The nesting dolls is really cute. But let's skedaddle now, shall we? Oh, he just looks so comfy. Look at him. He is just as comfy as the rest of them. Oh, hi. Thank you. I could have sworn it might be after the race that someone out here is complimenting you on your lack of exterior clothing. But before we go and do any semblance of racing or betting or anything like that, we're gonna head over here because we've got ourselves another bodyguard. You cannot enter unless you are properly dressed for extreme cold weather. Oh, yeah, absolutely know what I'm doing. Sure, whatever you say. I wonder what kind of exclusive club this might be. This is not what I thought this room was, but you know what? Let's do it. We've got some power shards, we've got 8-bit spinies, and we also have a red Koopa over there, so maybe we should employ his help. But it seems like we have to do this in a very specific way. And if we time our cycles just right, we should be just fine. Oh, hi. I'm actually amazed that there was a way out. Oh yeah, they made it easy. Oh, gentle. God, I love how pissed Mario looks off in like some of these 8-bit sections. It's just good. It really captures the essence of what it's like to be a middle-aged plumber. Actually, isn't Mario supposed to be in his 20s or something insane? Oh, I guess you're going that way now. Nice. Hell yeah. Oh, that is my friendly neighborhood Koopa putting in work. I'm gonna wait a second though until after he comes back. If he does at any point, there we go. I knew he wouldn't disappear. Not on me. But with that, we spawned a mood. And I'm gonna get out this way just so that I don't end up getting a nice little surprise from behind. And actually, yes, I remembered there was something up here and you could totally tell. Yeah, ooh, that's an interesting effect. Well, here we have ourselves another fashionably surprising power moon. Just slip behind the ice. Everything will be good. And we will not fall. And we'll make our way back. Nice. So even though we did have to kind of put ourselves at danger, this was the greatest exclusive club I've ever found myself in. Plus now I'm very warm and uncomfortable in this cold room, which is kind of the worst because it makes you feel like you're sick, which is how I've been feeling the past several months. But at this point, might as well be with everything going on in the world. Hello. My monitor just did a thing. Hold on. I'm still recording. My monitor flashed. God damn it. Everything's still recording, so we'll just go. It probably doesn't look like anything happened. Just, I heard like a car go off outside, and in Texas that could really mean anything. But we'll keep on going this way. There we go. So a lot of freaking snow here, man. Like, not beating the PS1 allegations, I'm afraid. Oh, hold on. There is actually something good here for once, isn't there? It's another moon shining in the snow in town. It just doesn't exactly work out because it just makes the snow look yellow, and I don't know. I guess if you're American, you probably want to stay away from that, but oh my god, it's so good. Just am so easily entertained. So this will just take us to a chest. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know how many extracurriculars I can take here. But we have the Shivarian treasure chest. Beautiful. So I don't think anybody down there really cares much for anything other than the race at the moment. So let's go and make our way down to the racetrack and check it out. Oh, and there's a slide. That must be fun, but also not ADA compliant, I would imagine. And then we fall and break our backbones here in the Snowline circuit. Oh, there's a little baby Mario here. How's it going? Oh, thank you. Huh. It seems as though the music has intensified, but this is the big honcho man himself. Can't start without one more racer. Yeah, so bounding is apparently a thing, and making contact with the ground. It's a pretty impressive field, though, gotta admit. The upkeep on that is probably expensive as hell. One more racer is needed before they can start, and that's how we can eject ourselves from the competition. Now, technically, we aren't necessarily round enough to be able to participate, and so we might need to convince somebody against their will otherwise to join in the race. Somebody seems very ambivalent about the entire thing, though. Maybe he just feels pressured by his father to continue in the tradition of entering this competition. Oh, okay. Is there any reason for this to be here? Nope, I'm doing it to the side. Yeah, it's janky as hell. But a couple more there, and let's go see what our friend here has to say. Oh, he looks so sad. Are you okay, brother? You don't look okay. No. No, he doesn't want to race because everyone's too serious and the kids don't stand a chance. If someone else wanted to race, they would be welcome to take my place. Oh, well, I guess that must be more of a invitation than he intended, but of course, your wish has been granted. This is how we move, and you can bound. Luckily, you don't have to worry about the timing with the shaking. It's the same as pressing the button, which is excellent. You can go and train here a little bit if you want, and bounce off things over and over. It's kind of intense, and so we do want to be a bit on the cautious side and just stay in control. But we can start the race. The frosted cake was stolen, but the main prize is now a multi-moon. That seems like an upgrade to me. Let's do it. Oh, so I guess we're training first. Fun. Yeah, let's not train, since essentially we're gonna be doing the main race anyways. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand reopening of the Bound Bowl Snowline Circuit Class A. My name is Allison, and I'm going to be your humble narrator for the duration of this race. And despite the lack of a frosted cake as the grand prize, we do have a backup in the form of a power moon. And that is going to be what's up for grabs here as we get eyes on the track. We have our intrepid hero, Mr. Mario, who seems to be having trouble in possessing a young and upcoming champion-to-be. For you see, Mario is only trying to bring some light into this guy's life. He has been miserable as hell lately, and all he has to do is get out there on the track, not lose all traction in the snow. Oh my god. Maybe Mr. Mario should have practiced a little bit before recording, is what I think. And otherwise not worry about the rubber banding of his opponents. Much unlike Mario Kart World, where waiting until the third lap and then getting all of the good items and then speeding into first is typically a surefire way towards victory. They're just not very good in this game, so apparently I can just do very terribly here and decompose myself. Good God, that was terrible. I am so sorry. Well, if there's one thing I can say, my mediocrity is pretty consistent, to say the least. Also love celebrating in the middle of the track while everyone is still speeding past me. That's not dangerous. What a race! Oh, you're gonna make a supersonic snowman of me? No, the prize is a multi-moon. Of course. That narrator was a fraud. But with that, the grand prize belongs to us. All right, I guess that is all of the animation we get. Nothing with the sun coming out and the blizzard stopping and light returning to the world. No. Next time in Super Mario Odyssey, we finish exploring this place and possibly go back down for one more race and also a man who wants to see my nipples. Yeah, I don't know about the word choice, but not a lot to do, and we have some very Breath of the Wild-esque music here, so I'm actually looking forward to that part. Take care, everybody. I'll see you here next time. Isn't that right?